So this is Justin with Project SLC here with Matt and Rebecca from Ra Ra Riot.
Hello.
Thank you guys for sitting down with us. You guys are currently in Park City, Utah. Where did you guys come from and where do you guys play next and when is the tour end?
We came from Boise, Idaho, and tomorrow we have a day off in Cheyenne. And after that, we are playing in Kansas City.
Very good.
And what was the other question?
When do you end? When does the tour end?
Never.
Yeah, basically never. This tour ends in like the middle slash end of June.
Like June 18th/22nd
So not too
in
much.
Montauk, New York.
Right.
So close to your home at least.
Yeah. We'll have a few days home and then head out east to
And
the
then
beach.
what's the next tour? What's the plan? Do you guys know who you're touring with? Can you disclose that yet? Or?
We don't know.
Yeah, it's all in the process of our years getting filled up.
Yeah.
Every day we learn more stuff, but I think we might be going over to Europe at some point, might be going back over to Asia at some point, coming back around the States again later in the year, so yeah.
So we know where you guys started is in Ra Ra Riot, but when did you two start playing music, at what age, and then what kind of really was that time when you knew you wanted to kind of follow that? I think so with Matt.
Well, we have very different stories. I think. I didn't start playing music until later in life. I was a sophomore in high school and I picked up the bass. But I was always interested in music. But my life up until that point was dominated by just other pursuits. But around high school, I started having more time to like indulge in music. And so yeah, I grew up in like a kind of musical household. I mean, my parents were always listening to music and singing and stuff like that. And like my best friend Mike, growing up, was a really talented drummer. He lived right behind me, so I'd always like go to his house after school and just like watch him play drums and like sort of absorb the music that was going on. So of course we started a band, and they were like, "We need a bass player," and I had been kind of interested in bass anyway, naturally. So it just sort of worked out. And yeah, I just really connected with the bass like right away, and just really enjoyed playing it every day. And yeah, I think once I was like later in high school, I knew that when I went to college, I was like one of my main objectives was to meet other musicians and see if we could get something going. Here we are.
I started, I guess, when I was 7. I had played piano first, I think when I was 5, and I didn't practice at all, so my mom made me quit playing. And then so when I decided I wanted to play the violin, she like made me beg for a year to see that I was interested, because the way you start with these classical instruments is you go through the Suzuki method. And that requires a lot of the parents. The parents have to be there every day, so she wanted to make sure that I was really serious. And I enjoyed playing, and obviously as the years went on, I became more and more serious. And then when it was time to apply for colleges, I kind of decided that I didn't want to do only a music major, because I didn't want to be in a quartet, I didn't want to be in an orchestra, I didn't want to teach music, and I wasn't good enough to be a soloist. So I thought those were my only options. So I started applying to music business programs, and Syracuse had a really good one that required you, for the first 2 years, just to essentially be a music major. So I was able to continue playing basically as my major, but then they started incorporating business and music business courses. And then senior year, band started, and I was sort of able, I was fortunate that I was taking these music classes, because I was sort of able to use everything that I'd been learning in college to help propel the band.
And Matt, what were you studying at Syracuse?
I was a painting major. I started as an illustration major, but I switched to painting after like a year. And yeah, I always had wanted to go to art school anyway, because I was really, I still am really into art, and also I knew that it was a good place to meet weird and cool people and musicians too. So I read that, I think.
Basketball team, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I had read that in a few band biographies in like England, all these like famous British bands all meeting at art schools and forming. So I was like, oh, I should go to art school. There's probably cool people that go there.
So you guys just released Beta Love in January. There's a lot of talk that it's kind of a different sound, but can you guys talk about the writing process in that, and the recording process of that new album?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was we didn't set out to make the music sound really different necessarily, but I think that was sort of a byproduct of the way we approached making the album as a whole, and sort of our attitudes going into making it, which were very different. I guess, yeah, like in the past, we have all these different musicians and all these different instruments at our disposal in the band, and which, at first it was sort of a strength of ours, something that we used, but I think after a couple album cycles, it sort of run its course, at least the way that we were using it. We sort of got into this rut of writing and arranging, where someone would bring in a song and then everyone would just pile, like, oh, here's my bass part, here's the violin part, here's the cello, So all our songs ended up being these really dense, longer kind of things, which, it served us well at first, but I think this time around, we knew that we wanted to do something different for our own sanity, and just so we could grow creatively and, give our fans something new and unexpected and fun. So so we worked with a producer this time, Dennis Herring, down in Mississippi, so he really helped us make a lot of these big changes. We had some lineup changes going into the sessions, which helped us really let go of our old methods and just really embrace this new attitude. So it was a lot of fun for us. There was a lot more spontaneity and just sort of working on the fly in the studio this time, which was a big change for us. Yeah, we were just sort of saying yes a lot, going with the ideas, trying not to get in the way.
And so is there anyone else that you guys would like to thank, or anything else you'd like to say?
In light of it being Mother's Day yesterday, I think we should thank our mothers for supporting us in our creative endeavors all through these years. Yeah. But yeah, we talk about every day how lucky we are to be doing this for a living, especially in days like this, beautiful days in beautiful cities that we've never been to before. Getting to, we've been walking and /jogging / biking around all day, hiking, just gotta pinch ourselves every now and then. But yeah, it's great.
Anyone else you'd like to thank, or anything else you'd like to say? The lady sat down and decided to start reading some kind of poetry or something over there. Anyway, this has been Justin Smith with Project SLC here with Matt and Rebecca from Ra Ra Riot. We're stoked for the show tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming.